And so we embark on a new career mode journey. Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome to the very first episode of this career mode here with Watford. I hope that you are all doing very well, having an awesome day, and as always, thank you for taking the time to watch one of my videos. A couple of things before we get started. Firstly, I gave all of you lovely people the opportunity to have your say by voting on a poll on the community section of the channel to decide which team we would go with for potentially the last manager career mode on the channel. And 75% of you said or voted in favour of Watford. So yeah, thank you to all of you who had your say on that. There was also a couple of questions asking why it might be the last one. The reason that this might be the last manager career mode on the channel, if you follow me on my social links, you'll know this already, but if you don't, they're in the description and they will have popped up on screen as well. If you do follow me over there, then you already know, but in case you don't, I've actually applied to go to university this coming September, which means time might not be on my side, and I won't have time to do player career mode and manager career mode as well at the same time. So, yeah, with that being said, the second thing, I want to make this series as special as we can if it is to be the last one. We're going to have a whole bunch of fun in creating a very good Watford side, having some club legends, the likes of Riera Canadell and Ollie Hill, memorable favourites on the channel. I plan on releasing this every day throughout the week, Monday to Friday at 6 p.m, so that you lovely people have something to tune into every single day, whether it be 15 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, something to enjoy every single day. So if you're not already, subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. But even so, return here 6 p.m. every day UK time. And yeah, grab yourselves your favourite drink, favourite snack, and think of it like, I guess, a TV show in many ways. You know, you've always got that episode to fall back on. But without further ado, it's probably time that we get started with this first episode. So, Watford, the plan in this first episode is to take you through the team, talk about what it is we actually are going to try and achieve in this first season, and a lot of that will be down to whatever the boards say. Starting with a message here from Tom Cleverly saying, "Greetings, boss. On behalf of the whole team, I want to welcome you to Watford." I'm going to reply, "We've got plenty of work to do." I feel like that is a given here at Watford. And for the first time in a long time, I'm actually going to go ahead and use the players that I'm being given in this youth academy straight away. As you can see, I look very chuffed to be here at Watford. So let's quickly look over what the board want us to do as the Watford manager. So within 2 seasons, have at least one player from your youth academy signed in the first season, play at least 30% of the games next season. Gain £21.5 million earnings from shirt sales within a season. That could be tough. Within 2 seasons, increase the team's experience level by getting the average age of the team up to 29. That's not something I usually do. I like signing sort of younger players and developing them into absolute superstars, but I mean, you know what? Our average age at the moment is 26, so a couple of older players, and maybe that would just boost it up anyway. Brand exposure, that is the age one, that's the youth development and financial, I guess. So the only other one is domestic success, which they want finish mid-table and reach round of 16 of the FA Cup. Mid-table. If you know Watford in real life, then you know they're fighting a relegation battle, and I very much think that it could be the same thing here for us. Right. Just to let you know as well, the January transfers that have happened in real life, I have done the update, so let me show you really quick. Players who have moved in January will be at their respective clubs. For example, Aubameyang is at Barcelona. So yeah, all the January transfers should have gone through. Before I take you through the Watford squad, let's have a look at our youth academy and see who we've got in here. What on earth have we just found here? Frederick Burrows, 72 rated already. I am stunned. He's 6'4", 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, 16 years of age. He has an incredible potential. Well then, this series has already got off to a dream start, hasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Promote him immediately. We've also got Mabanda and Bustos. Both of these guys are 15, so I can't actually promote them yet to the squad, and their potentials aren't that great anyway. So you know what, let's release both of those. So we actually have a free youth academy. And speaking of which, I do want to manage internationally, so I realise I'm going off on a tangent on loads of this stuff now, as we've got 5-star scout as well. I do want to manage internationally. I don't want, though, the England job. I want either Scotland, Wales, Republic of Ireland, or Northern Ireland, and I want to take one of those teams to international glory. So with that being said, we are going to send our scouts to those areas and try and find superstars for the future with that in mind. And then I guess the best ones that we get, that will determine who we actually take over. So Scotland for Bradley Fox. We'll go Wales for Jude Burt. I'm in the wrong area. There we go, Northern Europe. Wales for 3 months. And for Felix Martinez, we'll send him to, let's go Northern Ireland to start with. Right, now we've done enough tangent talking. Is that even a word? Tangent talking? I don't know. Let's look at the squad. In terms of my plans for this team, it's to essentially thin it out to the absolute max. So players like Bachmann, for example, transfer list. I'm going to recall Maduka Okoye because I think he could be useful for us this season to play at least in the Cups alongside Ben Foster. And equally so, I'm going to recall Dalberg as well, and we'll transfer list him and also Rob Elliott. So we don't need 5 goalkeepers. So with that in mind, 3 of them transfer listed. We'll keep hold of Okoye and we'll keep hold of Ben Foster. In terms of left backs, we've got Kamara, we've got Rose, and we've got Messina. We've got 3 good choices here. Do we need 3? That's the question. I'm going to hold on to all 3 for now, but we'll see. Centre-backs wise, I know we don't need this many. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm only going to play 2. Obviously, Pollock's out on loan, so that's fine. That takes us down to 6, which means it's going to be between Samir and Sirolta who actually goes. And because he's slightly younger, I'm going to go with Sirolta. I think he's a bit taller as well. 6'3". Yeah, 6'2", so literally not that much taller. But Samir, unfortunately, mate, yep, I'm going to go ahead and transfer list him. We've got 2 good right backs, Kiko Femina and Jeremy Ngakia. Jeremy Ngakia is one of the players that I am intrigued to see how he gets on in this series. He'll probably be the player we start and try and develop. Midfield-wise, we've got options. We've got Sissoko. We've got Kayembe. I don't plan on playing a CDM. I think I'm going to go 4-2-4 with my formation, in which case it might not be an option CDM, so we'll have to think about these 2 players and where we potentially use them. Out wide, we've got Sema, Kalu, and Ba. I'm going to go ahead and loan list Ba, and between Sema and Kalu, I don't know who's going to start out wide for us, but whichever one does will be retrained to play left wing, because I'm not going to use the left midfielders. I'm going to go 4-2-4, as I say. In terms of the midfield, I already spoke about Sissoko and Kayembe. Well, Dan Gosling, nah, probably not got a future at the club. Deli Bashiru, I'm interested to get back and see how he develops at Reading, but for now I'm going to let him stay out on loan. We got Kukka. Is that how you say it? Kukka? I don't know. Apologies if I said his name wrong. He's on loan here at the club. We got Henry Wise. Don't have a future, mate. I'm sorry. Obviously, Frederick Burrows that we've seen now as well, so we'll see what we do with him. Atebo's on loan at Watford as well from Stoke. We got Tufan here on loan. We got a lot of loans for midfielders. Tom Cleverley, I might be really, really sorry, mate, but I'm going to do that. Transfer list him. I just don't think I want him to be in my midfield, as bad as that sounds. Yeah, so midfield is an area I'm looking to strengthen, potentially with Burrows being there. I don't know how much first-team football he's going to get this season, but midfield, centre midfield at least, is an area that we are looking to bring in a player. To talk about, the next player that I want to speak about, is this guy, Ismail Assar. What a beast. He is a player that I think, throughout the entirety of this series, I want to hold on to for as long as I possibly can. I know for a fact we are going to love having Ismail Assar in our team. I'm a big fan of this guy, and hopefully he does big, big things for us. Zinka Nagel is out on loan at Forest. There's a temptation to recall him and sell him, but I'm going to let that just play out and see what happens there. Strikers, we got 10 of them, I think. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We definitely do not need 10 strikers. In which case, transfer list for a few of these players. Ashley Fletcher will be leaving the club. Going to hold on to Hernandez for now. We might need to give him a new contract as well, with it only being 12 months left. João Pedro, Joshua King, and Dennis. They're the 4 that I would look to keep hold of and utilise this season. So that means Andre Gray, we'll recall him and we'll transfer list him, try and get some money in for him. Same for Pusetto, we'll transfer list him as well. And then lastly, Penaranda is also going to be recalled and transfer listed too. So, we've been through the squad. We've transfer listed the players that we want financially. What is the situation regarding expiring contracts? Well, we've got a few. As I say, I'm going to offer a new deal to Hernandez here, see if we can get him signed for longer, which we can. So that gives us a bit of leeway with him. I'm also going to give a new contract to Ben Foster as well for another year. And I think that'll be it. One thing I want to check, though, is there a minimum fee release clause on Ismail Assar's contract? Where is he? Where is Ismail Assar? Also need to retrain him to play right wing as well. I'm rambling. I'm really sorry this has taken a long time. There is no release clause in Sar's contract. Brilliant. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I guess I'll just give him a new contract anyway. Sign him up for 5 years. Why not? I'm going to retrain him to play right wing. And then we'll see what happens in regards to transfers. There we go. Another 2 years on to Sar's contract. £38,000 a week he's on. Let's bump that to 50k a week and keep him here for 5 years. Very happy to get him signed, even if I did not mean to sign a new contract. But he's here, 5-year deal, and he's here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely no plans to play in the preseason tour, so we go ahead and sim the first 2 matches. It's a 3-3 draw against Wolfsburg and a 3-2 defeat to Deportivo. Yeah, there's just no part of me that wants to play in the preseason tour, I'll be honest, even though we could get a bit more money as Man United make an offer for Ismail Assar. Absolutely not. A couple of offers, though. We got one for Sema and one for Gray. And while Sema isn't transfer listed, I am actually going to go ahead and accept this because I'm not sure he'll play him for 33 grand a week in the wages. Yeah, it frees up that. So too with Gray potentially going to Brentford. Following a 3-2 defeat to Mönchengladbach, that is us out of the pre-season tour. As we do get an extra £1 million to spend. Not a lot, but I guess it's a little bit. As a couple of offers here for Paceto. One from Montpellier, one from Manchester City. Huh? Why would City want Paceto? I don't know. Anyway, we'll accept both of those. And also Penaranda as well, also looking to leave the club. Gray has gone. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to sell players and then show you a full list of players that have left the club later on. So that way we're just not seeing every offer because sometimes we get offers but the players don't actually go. Sarah's finished his training plan, so now can go to right wing. And when we do that, he actually goes up to 79 overall as well. So +2. And we've not even started the season to his overall. Tom Cleverley, transfer offer, Bournemouth, £3 million. Yes, please. We'll accept that. See if he goes, though. I would love to know what Manchester City are doing. They've just signed Paceto from us. And I've been looking at potentially bringing in Ben Brereton Diaz, who's been scoring goals for fun in the Championship for Blackburn in real life. And they've just made an offer to sign him there. So, yeah, 10.5 million was it? If we want to sign Brereton Diaz, it looks like it's going to have to be now. So, we are going to look to make our first signing as Watford boss. Also, do let me know any suggestions you've got for signings that you want to see us make in this series. I am more than happy to try and sign a few of your suggestions. But do bear in mind, we only have, well, actually, we've got about 50 million to spend after sales. I will show you the list of transfers that have happened in a moment. And also, as well, I don't plan on spending all my money in the summer transfer window because when you see this episode, we're probably a few episodes ahead with one mind on how busy I know I am in real life. I want to make sure that I've got enough videos ready to go for you. So, yeah, any suggestions, leave me a comment and I will add them to our shortlist. But Brereton Diaz looks like the first player that we are going to try and sign. £10 million. They're happy with that. And provided the contract is okay, it looks like the deal will be done. And we will have a new number 9. As I say, this guy in real life, scoring goals for fun, I think he's played for England's youth teams. But, yeah, he now is Chilean. And he has played for Chile as well. So, Chilean in-game will not be called up for England, but might get called up a few times for Chile, especially if he impresses in the Premier League, because that's where he's playing for his future then, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Brereton is the first signing of our time here at Watford. And I'm also going to change around the numbers so that we can give him number 9. He's already got it. Don't need to. Welcome, Ben Brereton. And our second signing of this window is going to be this man, Enzo Fernandez. A release clause of £12 million, which I'm going to go ahead and pay just to be able to skip the negotiations with River Plate, which is his parent club at the moment. Yeah, he's 74 rated, I believe, with a potential of around 84, 85. So top player to be able to get in, and hopefully we'll get some good growth out of him. And even if he doesn't stay with us for the whole series, his value will skyrocket, hopefully, if he gets a lot of first-team football. So, contract-wise, not really sure what he's going to ask for. He wants important squad role, 5-year contract. I'm happy with that as well. It's the wages that I'm curious to see what he's going to ask for, and we don't actually get given one. So, on the basis of that, I'm going to play it safe and offer him £35,000 a week. I think he'll accept that. There you go. Welcome Enzo Fernandez. So that is now Fernandez in, and also we brought in, of course, Ben Brereton. So where is Fernandez? Just to show you him. There you go. 74 rated, showing great potential. He's been given the number 8 shirt as well at the club, and I'm immediately going to put him onto a playmaker training program to improve his weak foot, which is only 3 at the moment. To show you then all the transfers that we've done so far. That's the wrong screen. This one is the one we need. Here are the deals then. So starting with, I don't know why I've done it this way. Let's do it this way. Starting with the first transfer, Andre Gray left to go to Brentford for £2 million. Sema to Monaco for £2.9 million. Penaranda joining Gremio for £1.9. Pusetto to Manchester City, of course, for £6.3. Dahlberg has gone to Zulte Waregem or Waregem. I don't know. Apologies if I've said their name wrong. Probably have. 1.2 million. Tom Cleverley to Bournemouth for 3 million. Bachmann to Sheffield United for 1.5. Brereton in for £10 million. And Fernandez in for 12.8. So he spent 22.8 million so far. And that leaves us with 27 still to spend. And I think, actually, my friends, that is going to be the deals that I'm going to do in this episode anyway. Right. Let me change the formation and show you the tactics we're going to be playing. So, in terms of the squad, we are going to go with this for our opening game or opening fixture up against Villa. So let me change around the team and I'll talk about it in a moment. And this is what we will go with for our first match against Villa. We've got Foster in goal. Back 4 is Messina, Kabasele, Troost-Ekong, Firmina, Sissoko and Fernandez in midfield, with a front 4 of Kalou, King, Brereton Diaz and Ismaila Sarr. In terms of custom tactics, press after possession loss, width at 70, depth at 75, balance build-up play, forward runs, 75 for the width, players in the box, we've got quite a lot as well. I want those runs, because honestly, I've probably mentioned this already, but in case I haven't, I can't defend. So essentially, my plan is to outscore teams. Instructions-wise, just the back 4, which is step up on all of these guys, just to make sure that we are playing a bit of an offside trap, if you will. And Mr. Ben Foster as our captain. So there's nothing really left to do. It's probably time we get ourselves into our first game of the series. Although we do have some scouting reports to show you. So let's go through those first. Stephen Delaney from Northern Ireland is the first player we will sign. I'll reject the rest of these unless there's like a superstar in the making potentially. Kinsella doesn't look too bad. 74 to 94 potential. That is Northern Ireland done. Wales, we've got Dylan Bennett, who I'll sign for now. Adam Embry, who's got a good overall to start with, it looks like, but potential-wise not great, and the value there doesn't fill me with much confidence. So we'll sign Kai Roberts, reject this guy, and we'll also sign Davies as well. And then finally, we've got the one from Scotland. No, 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 and no player from Scotland. So what was that? 2 from Northern Ireland, 2 from Wales, 0 from Scotland. So it's looking like it might have to be Wales or Northern Ireland as the potential international job that we go for, as Saka's gone to Atletico Madrid. Why on earth have Arsenal let him go? I do not know. As Dembele's gone to RB Leipzig. I'm waiting until the end of the transfer window before I show you all of the big signings and such. And then we'll go through them. Of course, improvements don't happen overnight, and there's a lot of work to be done at the club. But do you think the team's ready? Was that to avoid embarrassment? Essentially asking, can we finish in the top half of the season? I'm going to say we want to be safe, first of all. We know that it's going to be a bit of a tricky test for us to try and get top half or mid-table, I think. I do think we'll probably be bottom half of the table, fighting to make sure we survive in the Premier League. Of course, that is where Watford are in real life. And then excitement around the club in regards to the signing of Fernandez. And I'll say this lad's got something to prove. And with that, then it's time to face Villa. I'll show you quickly my stats, or settings, I should say, sorry. And then we will go into game. Their side, on the right-hand side, Coutinho, Ings, and Buendia as a front 3. Pretty decent, if I do say so myself. Handballs are switched on. Do let me know if you want me to keep them on. They are switched on for penalties as well. I know some people like them, some people don't, because you get some pretty ridiculous penalty decisions. But yeah, ultimate difficulty, slider settings on the CPU side there and on my side as well. And we'll discuss the teams once we make it into the game. Well, I guess I've already spoken about them. John McGinn, Douglas Luiz. Yeah, you get the picture. Villa have got a pretty good squad. But we're at home. Let's see if the home advantage and the home fans will get behind us in our debut as Watford manager. McGinn out wide here for Buendia, who controls it well and plays Matty Cash. And that's a good challenge from Messina, but the ball breaks here for Danny Ings as Buendia joining the attack and now pulling it back for John McGinn to strike. And McGinn's effort over the bar, but an early warning sign for Watford. Seemed to get through a little bit lucky there, Villa, though, as Messina's challenge went all the way through, straight to Danny Ings. Interested to see how our debutants get on. Fernandez and Brereton Diaz both starting the game today as Fernandez's ball finds Kalu here, who can turn and look for the ball down the line to Messina. Given away, though. And now there's more danger for us to work on here as Villa do take it forward again. And you saw that I changed the custom tactics to not allow my defenders to drop, but that is exactly what they've done. And Ben Foster is required. Not a good start here as we are put under copious amounts of pressure from Villa. And that is poor from them as they give it away. We need to wake up. Fernandez, Kalu, inside here towards Josh King. Great turn. Now Brereton Diaz off towards Sissoko to Sarr. What can Sarr do here as he's trying to get past Luca Digne? Given away again. King! Oh, it's in! Villa are the maker of their own problems. As not for the first time, they passed the ball straight to a Watford player. This time around it's Joshua King. And his finish is sublime. In off the woodwork. Watford 1, Villa 0. And here it looked like Villa had dealt with it. But no. And there might even be a slight touch off of Emi Martinez. King just sends his effort there towards the goal. There is a slight touch off of Martinez. He can't do enough to push it out. Only onto the post. And we take the lead. But the way this game started, I think there's more goals in this. You watch. It'll finish 1-0 now. Sevcik. Now Douglas Luiz. Back to Sevcik again. And now Coutinho. Finding Digne. Great ball forward as Ings is now forced out wide though. You want him in the box. Not on the left-hand side. Digne back towards Ings. And now Coutinho. Coutinho to Sevcik. And Sevcik scores. Said I didn't think the goals were done. And there you go. Villa 1, Watford 1. Back underway then for the second half here. And no changes at the break for either side. I will be looking to make some substitutions though as the half goes on. Villa coming forward here. Remember, we have got the likes of João Pedro on the bench to bring on to change the game if we wanted to. So as King wins the ball back here, Brereton Diaz has got the touch away and he sets away Joshua King, who has got pace. But has he got the pace to go all the way? It's King with an effort. It's King with his second of the afternoon. It's Watford with their noses in front again. Get in. And Brereton Diaz sets him away, but it's all about Joshua King from that point forward. And Emi Martinez, I mean, he doesn't cover himself in the most glory as he attempts to save it. I mean, he's not really at full stretch, is he? But still, you fancy Joshua King to score when he's in that position. And Steven Gerrard not happy with his defence for that one. Here is McGinn, now towards Leon Bailey, who's just come on. This is his first touch, and it's to try and set up a chance. Oh, it's poor. John McGinn profits. It is Villa 2, Watford 2. And I think it was Trooster Kong who made the slight error in judgment as he tried to clear the ball. He's had a fantastic game, our centre-back. But this time around, he is at fault. But we can't really blame him because, yeah, when you can see here, Villa had a few bodies in that box that... Oh, it's so unfortunate, though, because Trooster Kong has had a great game. Coutinho's away here from Firmino. Now the ball forward. Kabasele underneath it. Will win his header. And Dennis can flick this round the corner to Kalu. But where are the runners in a Watford shirt? Brereton Diaz is now trying to make that run. The ball over the top from Kalu. Matty Cash is there to be able to stop Brereton Diaz. And they need to be calm playing it out. What a ball it is. Leon Bailey's away. Still Leon Bailey. Bailey off the post. Foster might have got a touch which made the difference. And I tell you what, if he did, what a save it was. Dennis to carry it forward. Villa surely thinking they'd taken the lead there. Brereton Diaz trying to play the ball through, which if he'd have got through, Dennis was away. Oh, it's end to end, and this could still go either way, honestly. There's Leon Bailey trying to skip away from Messina. Messina does well, though. Now to find Burrows. Burrows can just drive at the Villa defence, but he's got to get the runners. And now, well, we fortunately got it still here. Not sure that was what I was trying to do, but the fact that we still have the ball is good enough with me. Dennis, off to Burrows. Burrows to Sissoko. Sissoko lining up a shot. Blocked. Coutinho forward to Ings. Into injury time. 1 minute to play. Ref, I'd take the point. Please just end this game. Blow your whistle, and we'll take the point here at Vicarage Road. It's been a hard-fought game, but we will get ourselves a point. Watford 2, Villa 2, the final score. And I guess, what a way to introduce the series, eh? Our second match of the episode sees us travel to the Amex to take on Brighton. Here is the Brighton starting 11 then, as you can see, and their bench over on the left-hand side. For us, there is one change to the team that just drew 2-2, and that is Jeremy Ngakia in at right back for Kiko Femina. Other than that, everyone else keeps their spots, and I think it's the same bench as well that we had, of course, just to switch around from Femina and Ngakia. But I'm feeling pretty confident about this. This could be a good opportunity for us to get 3 points as Ben Foster rallies the troops ahead of kickoff here at the Amex. Brighton lost their opening game of the season. They find themselves 18th, but it is, of course, just one game into the season. So there is that. Whereas we did pick up that point, and it'll be Josh King to start the action off here. Let's do this. First touch of this game for Ngakia, who is starting today and already looking to get forward. Ngakia's ball into the box, finding the head of King. It was nearly a dream start for Watford. Joshua King's header towards that near post, denied by Sanchez, but Ngakia getting down the right-hand side really well for us to provide that cross. Sarr to deliver from the corner as Sanchez thought about coming and didn't get anywhere near the ball. Interesting decision from the Brighton goalkeeper. You know what I'm going to try? I'm going to see if I can switch the receiver here and maybe get someone towards that near post, like Brereton Diaz. There's the delivery. There is the flick on towards Sanchez. Brereton Diaz, will he get there again? He doesn't. But 5 minutes in, and Watford meaning business here. Sarr waiting for the overlapping run as Sarr is forced backwards, though, by Cucurella. And still Brighton with bodies behind the ball. Fernandez found by Sissoko. Now to King. King with a great first touch. The second one is delightful. And Kalu with an absolutely scrumptious finish. Watford lead. And that goal was beautiful to watch. King's first touch, magical. Second, sublime. And then Kalu does the rest. And that is the least we've deserved from this first half. We have been unbelievable here at the Amex. Brighton have not been able to stop us too many times when we've been in this position. And you felt that that goal was coming. What a way to get it as well. Kalu, great finish. Top bins. As Messina's ball forward towards Joshua King is good. He looks for the ball forward to Brereton Diaz, whose tenacity gets him through. And Sanchez saves. And it'll be the last action for Brereton Diaz because he is going to be forced off with that injury. We are about to make that change, and João Pedro will be the player to replace him. And here is that substitution then, as that's not ideal considering we've got a corner right when Brereton Diaz at the near post would have been useful to have. Who else could we put there? Maybe Truster Kong? Let's see who we could put in that position. Well, you know what? Let's just aim it to that near post, and we'll use Cabasele to try and win it. See if he can win a flick on, or even maybe go for goal himself. He does kind of win the flick on, and Messina can't keep it in at the back post. Approaching the half-time whistle, and Brighton, who've not done a lot in this first half, do have a late opportunity to try and get themselves back on level terms with Cucurella. No offside flag here. Goes backwards, and as long as we don't let them put the cross into the box, we should be fine. Cucurella back out, though, to Trossard again. Ngakia keeping him company, and Trossard's ball back is intercepted by Sarr, and my friends, that should, and it does, take us into half-time, where I cannot ask for a better first half of football. We have dominated it here. Beluta, Trossard, Cucurella. Cucurella into the Watford penalty area. Ngakia not able to get the challenge as Messina does win the header. Trossard wanting too much time, and it will be a Brighton and Hove Albion free kick right on the edge of our penalty area. Pascal Gross is the player to have picked up the ball. Please, can we make sure this does not end up in the back of our net? They go for a short technique, and McAllister has rocketed it into the top corner. Oh, man, what a finish. But at the same time, I am absolutely gutted that's gone in because we don't deserve to be 1-1. They caught me out. They caught me out. Ben Foster. You know what? I think I don't know why, but he's in a great position to save it. Should he have done better? I mean, it is a great finish. There's no denying that from McAllister, and Graham Potter's very happy, but we certainly are not. It is 1-1, and gotta say, where they had 2 shots, I think. One of them was deflected all the way through, and that one is their second. So, yeah, not ideal that we are now 1-1. As ref, are we playing football or not? That's outrageous, that tackle. Burrows, challenge coming in. Advantage played by the referee. Dennis towards Kalu. Kalu looking back for Dennis. Instead goes all the way to João Pedro. He's hit the bar. This is outrageous. How's it not 2-1? That's got to go in. That's got to go in. So unlucky. McAllister on the turn. Now Baluta. Ball out wide here to Ruben Garcia. And there is so much space for Brighton all of a sudden because we are so fixated on trying to get ourselves back in front. This is what's happening. Ruben Garcia, left-hand side. The game has well and truly opened up here. Sarr, forward to João Pedro. Where's our runners off the ball, though? We are into injury time here. And we need some players to get forward on the attack. João Pedro and Sarr combined. Still Pedro. And now Dennis to Sarr. Ismaila Sarr into the penalty area. Still Ismaila Sarr across the face of goal. We can't tap it in. Messina trying to keep it. Dennis on the volley. It goes trickling through. Oh, we're going to drop points. It's going to be a 1-1 draw, and I don't know how, given the way we played in this game in the first half. McAllister's outrageous goal, drawing them level. It's finished 1-1, ladies and gentlemen, and I am tilted. Transfer offer for Burrows. No, thank you, Club Brugge. We do have an offer, though, for Messina, and I might go ahead and accept that, you know. Yeah, let's accept that deal, because there's something I want to do in terms of maybe a new signing for left-back as Juan Camilo Hernandez. £11 million offer from Stuttgart. We are going to accept that one as well. So that gives us a bit more money to spend. Ben Brereton out for 4 weeks is not ideal. We do have a cup game here as we take on Cardiff. Right, changes because of this. Dennis is going to come in for Brereton Diaz, and we will put... Well, Hernandez is going, isn't he? So let's not put him on the bench. We'll put Kamara on the bench. Actually, I'm going to start Kamara. And we'll also start Burrows here as well. Why can't I start him? There he is. Burrows for this cup game. Not going to be playing it. We are going to sim. And hopefully, we will advance into round 3 of the EFL Cup. Until we get like really good squad depth, I don't really think there's a chance we win a cup. So... not too worried, and João Pedro scoring the only goal of the game after coming on for Kalu to make it 1-0 Watford and send us through. And with that, we've got one more game to go today, and that is against Spurs. So, back-to-back draws. I'm not getting rid of Cabasele, sorry Fulham. Back-to-back draws in our first 2 games. What will we get as we take on Spurs at Vicarage Road is this? I'm pretty certain we're at home. As there is a loan offer for Burrows to Hellas Verona. Hernandez gone. Messina gone as well, I believe that was. So, yeah, 2 sales. And I'm actually going to start Ngakia again. He was really good against Brighton, so he keeps his spot. Sissoko back in for Burrows, and I think that'll be our starting 11 here. Spurs' starting 11 looks very, very interesting indeed. No Hugo Lloris. And no, Harry Kane. Richarlison leading the line alongside Heung-min Son and Kulusevski. Kane on the bench, Lloris on the bench. Big call from Antonio Conte. For us, you've seen our starting 11, but here it is again. Ben Foster in between the sticks for us. And Ngakia, Trusticon, Cabasele and Kamara as the back 4. Sissoko and Fernandez midfield 2. Sarr, Dennis, Joshua King and Samuel Kalu as the front 4. Obviously the injury to Ben Brereton means he's out for the next 4 weeks, so Dennis and King will probably be the strike partnership we opt to go with. With deadline day looming, the transfer deals are not done there. I still think we need to maybe make 1 or 2 more signings. So, big call from Antonio Conte to leave out Harry Kane and instead start new boy Richarlison up top. We'll see if it pays off for him and Spurs. And here are Spurs already looking for the attack then. Richarlison, first touch, Foster with a save. Not the first touch for Spurs since signing for them, but first touch of the game is to test our goalkeeper. And the chance is not gone yet. Richarlison towards Vanaken. Back to Richarlison again, and he will get another chance, and again it's the same outcome. Foster just diving, leaping to his right to deny him again. Richarlison's ball over the top. Kulusevski's through, and there's the ball back post. Heung-min Son. Third save for Ben Foster, who's already 17 minutes in. Had a busy afternoon. We just cannot seem to get a hold of the ball and keep it for too long before Spurs win it back and create something. And it's only a matter of time, you feel, that they'll probably get their noses in front. Kalu, King, forward to Dennis. Dennis now then to look for Ngakia. Ngakia with the effort. Blocked by Romero. Very calmly back to his goalkeeper, who looks to play out. And now Fernandes wins it back. Finally, we're seeing something good from Watford. Oh, well, Lucas Moura's just made us look very silly there as he let the ball run. And that drew in Kamara. Moura's ball back post. Son with so much space. And Heung-min Son does not need a second invitation. What a finish. Spurs have taken the lead. It has been coming, but it was the brilliance of Lucas Moura to start that off. And then that from Son is, well, it's sublime, isn't it? The technique on the volley. Yeah, it is so good. From Spurs' number 7. Difficult afternoon here for us. And with that goal going in, we now need to try and get ourselves back on level terms, which we've not really seen a chance from us yet. So we'll have to try and come up with something. And Ngakia's ball back post. Doherty underneath it. Kamara needs to try and win this. And he has kind of done it. Is that a free kick to us? As we are going to make another change. King off, Pedro on. It is a free kick. There's a temptation to hit this with Ismaila Sarr. Or maybe Burrows, actually. Burrows hasn't got too bad free kicks. Let's just get as much power as we can and hope the ball moves a lot. Which it did. And Galini tips it over the crossbar. Corner ball Watford. Sarr to deliver. It is into the box. Pedro trying to win it. And Lucas Moura doesn't get the ball. Dennis keeps it. Now Kalu to Sissoko. Sissoko. That's a foul, ref. And it will be another chance for Burrows to maybe send something. Red card, Harry Winks. Winks is off. Spurs down to 10. Well then, this changes things. And this is 13 minutes we've now got. Playing against the 10 men of Spurs. We need this to be good from Burrows. Could make himself a hero. It's over the Spurs wall, but it's straight into the hands of Galini. Did I say make himself a Spurs hero? No, I think just said make himself a hero. Dennis! Has he got it? Dennis! He's done it! I don't believe it! Galini makes a major mess up, and Dennis chips him with 10 minutes to play. Scenes! Spurs have done a Spurs. They've thrown it away, it looks like. Oh, I'm gonna regret that in a moment, aren't I, when they go 2-1 up. When Harry Kane goes and scores up the other end, I'm going to be sat here eating my words. Galini, what are you doing, mate? Dennis, the coolest man in the stadium as he chips him into that corner of the goal. Galini watching on, can't believe it. It's 1-1. This is why I love football. You just cannot write this game at times. You know, what, 5 minutes ago, I was beaten. I was sat there saying we'll be lucky to get something out of this. And now, Spurs will be lucky to see this out at 1-1 because the pressure seems to have got to them. Misplaced pass, playing it straight out of play. Watford get a throw, and we are not done there just yet, ladies and gentlemen, because now that we are playing against 10 men, the confidence is with us. Burrows, Sissoko, towards Dennis. Great first touch, can't get the shot away though. And Son can carry it forward for Spurs. Do not allow them to get back in front now, though. Please. Kane all the way back to Eric Dyer. Long ball forward. Son, great control. Intercepted, though, by Sissoko. And Ngakia trying to get this ball forward. Sissoko will get there. Now Dennis. Sarr to his right. Will Sarr keep this in play? Of course he will. Ismaila Sarr. Ball into the box. Kalu the target. The ball is down, though, and we can't win it just yet. It's not cleared yet, though, from Spurs. Sarr and Ngakia. Dennis. Still Dennis. Sissoko now taking over. It is pandemonium, and that's offside. Oh, no. Oh. Injury time looming. But I'll take the point. Said that against Villa, didn't I? Saying it again. Sarr's won this header. 5 minutes added on by the referee. Dennis's ball towards Sarr. Sarr trying to play it back to him. Højbjerg in the way. Spurs trying to keep hold of the ball for now. Romero's ball forward to Son. Uh-oh. Oh, it's not even Son. It's Ben Davies. No, not like this. Davies turning back inside. Now feeds Son. Son. Højbjerg. Højbjerg. No! Lucas Moura! Wide! Oh, my! Antonio Conte can't believe it, and neither can I. My hands are on my head. I thought that was 2-1 Spurs. It should have been 2-1 Spurs. Lucas Moura. Wow. Ngakia. Sarr. Referee now at any moment will blow his whistle for full time. Oh, that is a really, really bad pass from João Pedro. And that is it. What a game here. It finishes Spurs 1, Watford 1. My goodness me. And that Spurs match makes me feel a bit better about the points that we dropped against Brighton. Nevertheless, my friends, that is going to be the end of this first episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please leave a like rating. Let's aim for 300 likes. We've got 3 draws in 3 matches. The win is coming. Believe it. It's on its way. And we might be able to get it next time out. We will have deadline day in the next episode as well. I said we might make a couple more signings, but we'll play Wolves, Norwich and Newcastle all in the next episode. We've also drawn Derby away in the Cup, which I probably won't play, but we will see about that one. Quick look at the squad hub. I'll try and make sure I show you this at the end of every episode, and the Youth Academy as well, so you know what's going on and you can see how our players are progressing. Ben Foster already losing 1 overall point, but so good against Spurs to keep us in the game more than anything. I mean, honestly, I'm not sure we'll see a better goalkeeping display this season from our number 1. Regardless, though, we did get the point, and that's what matters. Burrows has finished his development plan and is now 5-star, 5-star, so we are going to change him to box to box, maybe. Yeah, let's go box to box for now, and I'll keep going through so you can see. Enzo Fernandez, 4-star weak foot now from that 2-star, so he's growing pretty nicely. Kalu is on an inverted winger, but he is now 5-star weak foot as well. Sarr up to a 3-star weak foot, also on inverted winger. Really disappointed about the injury to Brereton Diaz, but he'll come back pretty soon and hopefully stronger as well. Youth Academy, here it is. Again, these players might never make it, but we will keep them in and we'll keep our eyes on them and see how they progress as time goes on. Until next time, stay safe, have a great day, have a great evening, and I will catch you all again for the next episode back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. UK time. Until then, adios.